in, the White House is weighing a complete block on federal offshore oil drilling in places like the Gulf of Mexico. Gas is going to go up.
Yeah, gas is going to go up, and so are you better off than you were 2 years ago? If you consider losing a full month's pay because of inflation, rising gas prices, then I guess it would be better off. But obviously, Americans are far worse off today than they were 2 years ago. The Biden energy policy is insanity, complete insanity. There's no reason for why we should be dependent on Venezuela or Iran or anybody else. We should be fully independent, and we should be exporting our gas and oil to our allies around the world.
You know, to what Congressman Gimenez is saying, Congressman Cloud, the White House keeps saying we're transitioning. 55 million people are transitioning to higher energy bills that they can't afford this winter. And the White House is now talking about bringing back that go nowhere so-called NOPEC bill. It's been around for decades that would try to bring antitrust lawsuits against OPEC. Really? Is that really going to stop OPEC and Russia?
Well, the truth is there is a great transition happening, but it's a transition from the power, strength, and prosperity of the United States to other countries that don't have our interest or the world's interest in mind. And that's exactly what these policies that the Biden administration continues to force on the American people. And it's interesting that, you know, our supposed transition to green new energy isn't being followed by the rest of the world. What we take off the world market in oil and gas, they simply replace with other rogue countries, you know, and asking Venezuela. And, you know, I can tell you people here in Texas are like, hey, we're right here. We're right here. Whenever we need more oil, we'll be happy to get to work. And the truth is,
to what Congressman Cloud is saying, Congressman Gimenez, the U.S. is pumping around 11.8 million barrels a day. Under Trump, it was 13 million barrels a day. That was more than double what it was in 2010. Now you're going to see, like, the far-left congressman claiming that OPEC and Russia are now interfering in the midterms with the production cut and more. Watch this.
The idea that Putin and Vladimir Putin and MBS are essentially trying to interfere in our election through these actions using OPEC is extremely troubling, and we should all be concerned about their influence.
We don't have $5 a gallon gas in this country by accident. It's because Joe Biden and progressive Democrats want gas to be that expensive. They want you to get out of your gas-guzzling SUV or minivan. They want farmers to have to stop using diesel for tractors and other farm instruments. They think that you're going to be able to replace all these things with electric vehicles, which, by the way, really are coal-powered or natural gas-powered or nuclear-powered vehicles.
Please answer with a simple yes or no. Does your bank have a policy against funding new oil and gas products? Mr. Diamond.
Absolutely not, and that would be the road to hell for America. We aren't getting this one right. The world needs 100 million barrels effectively in oil and gas every day, and we're going to need it for 10 years. Investing in the oil and gas complex is good for reducing CO2, particularly for the rest of the world. You've seen everyone going back to coal.
That was Jamie Dimon of JPMorgan Chase. What do you think, Congressman Cloud?
That's exactly right. You know, that's what we see happening in the world. And the best thing that can happen for all these, quote, climate objectives is for us to produce more here in the United States and take up a larger share of the world's market. We do it better, we do it cleaner, we do it more responsibly than the rest of the world. And it leads to peace and security and stability in the world, as opposed to what we see going on right now.
You know, Congressman Gimenez, Biden is literally tilting at windmills, chasing the sun, solar energy, and the wind that you can't store in batteries and power the U.S.
Yeah, look, it's almost as done on purpose to weaken the position of the United States. There is absolutely no reason why we can't be energy independent. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be exporting, especially natural gas, around the world, replacing coal, which would actually do a heck of a lot more for the environment than his windmills that he's trying to, chase at right now. And by the way, who produces all these windmills? You know, the windmills and the solar panels. It's produced in China, but they're not using it. They have got a brand new coal-fired electric plant every week, which is polluting the atmosphere. They are the world's biggest polluters by a factor of 2. Yet it's just America that has to bear the brunt of this Green New Deal. It's insanity, and it's not. And I don't think it is insanity. I think it's actually done on purpose to weaken to weaken us, to weaken America. I don't know why, But nobody can be this dumb.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, Congressman Gimenez, India and China's GSE emissions have wiped out all the gains, I think, that the U.S. has made since 2006. Congressman Gimenez, I want both of you to listen to Louisiana Senator John Kennedy sounding off on the Democrat agenda. I want both of your response to this. Watch this.
Stupidity is painful. The left thinks that by defunding the police, we're going to stop crime. The left thinks that vetting people at our southern border is racist. The left thinks that government employees have a constitutional right to talk to 5-year-olds about sexuality. I know. It's frustrating to me, too. To see our country, which was founded by geniuses, being run by idiots. But still, I'm an optimistic guy. I have hope for my liberal friends. Jellyfish, hello little jellyfish, have survived for 165 million years without a brain.
He's got jellyfish in an aquarium. It looks like one of those 60s volcano lamps. So, Congressman Gimenez, your reaction to Senator John Kennedy there?
Well, I disagree with him because I don't think anybody can be that dumb. I think it's done on purpose.
So they're dumber than jellyfish?
No, I think it's done on purpose. I believe that many of the policies that are being put forward by the Biden administration on energy policy, the policy at the border, all of these things, you can't be that dumb. You can't be that dumb. And so, it's on purpose. And the question is why? Why is it on purpose? All of these are hurting American interests. Why are they trying to do that?
It sounds like one of history's mysteries, Congressman Cloud. Your final word.
Yeah, I have to agree. The biggest thing going for the Biden administration is that the next crisis seems to push out the news cycle of the last crisis. So whether we're talking about Afghanistan, whether we're talking about baby formula shortages, people, right now we're looking at food shortages potentially in the world because of these bad energy policies. And then, we're experiencing war when we had stability because of our previous energy policies, And so this is all ceding authority.
Got it.
It's tragic to see it coming from the White House.
Congressman Gimenez and